where dreams are born. Once upon a time, in a land where the sun kissed the horizon with golden light and the moon painted the night with silver, there was a hidden valley known as Lumara. This valley was no ordinary place. It was a realm of magic, where the air shimmered with whispers of ancient secrets, and the trees hummed lullabies to the stars. At the heart of Lumara flowed a river unlike any other, a river so pure, so radiant, that it was said to be the source of all dreams. This was the River of Somnia, the river where dreams were born. The river's waters were a mesmerizing blend of colors, shifting from soft lavender to deep indigo, with flecks of gold that sparkled like stardust. It was said that if you dipped your hand into its waters, you could see glimpses of your deepest desires, your wildest hopes, and your most secret fears. But the river was not easily found. It was hidden deep within the valley, protected by ancient enchantments and guarded by the Dreamweavers, mystical beings who shaped dreams and guarded the river's secrets. The people of Lumara revered the river, for it was the source of their inspiration, their creativity, and their very souls. Every night, as the world slept, the Dreamweavers would gather by the river, weaving dreams from its waters and sending them out into the world. But the river was not just a giver of dreams, it was also a keeper of stories. Every dream that was ever dreamt flowed back into the river, becoming part of its eternal current. One day, a young girl named Mara arrived in Lumara. She was not from the valley, nor did she know of its magic. Mara was an orphan, a wanderer with no home and no family. She had spent her life traveling from place to place, searching for something she could not name. Her heart was heavy with loneliness, and her eyes were filled with a quiet longing. She had heard whispers of the River of Somnia in her travels, tales of a magical river that could grant dreams and heal broken hearts. Though she did not fully believe the stories, something deep within her urged her to find it. Mara's journey to Lumara was not easy. The valley was hidden behind towering mountains and dense forests, and the path was fraught with challenges. But Mara was determined. She climbed steep cliffs, crossed raging rivers, and braved dark forests filled with strange creatures. At last, exhausted and weary, she stumbled into the valley of Lumara. The moment she stepped into the valley, she felt a change in the air. It was as if the very earth welcomed her, whispering secrets only she could hear. The trees seemed to bow as she passed, and the flowers bloomed in vibrant colors, their petals brushing against her feet. Mara's heart, which had been so heavy for so long, began to feel lighter. She knew she was close to the river. As she walked deeper into the valley, she came upon a clearing bathed in soft, golden light. In the center of the clearing flowed the River of Somnia. Its waters glowed with an otherworldly radiance, and the air around it shimmered with magic. Mara approached the river slowly, her breath catching in her throat. She knelt by the water's edge and dipped her hand into the cool, shimmering stream. At once, visions filled her mind. She saw herself as a child, laughing and playing in a sunlit meadow. She saw a kind woman with gentle eyes, who she somehow knew was her mother. She saw a cozy cottage filled with warmth and love, a place she could call home. Tears streamed down her face as she realized these were not just dreams. They were memories, fragments of a life she had lost long ago. As Mara gazed into the river, a soft voice spoke behind her. The river shows us what we need to see, not always what we want. Startled, Mara turned to see a figure standing behind her. It was a woman, tall and graceful, with hair that shimmered like moonlight and eyes that glowed with the colors of the river. She was dressed in flowing robes that seemed to be woven from starlight. and in her hands she held a staff adorned with a glowing crystal. "Who are you?" Mara asked, her voice trembling. "I am Lyra, one of the Dreamweavers," the woman replied. "I guard the river and shape the dreams that flow from it. Few mortals find their way here. What brings you to the River of Somnia, child?" Mara hesitated, then spoke from her heart. "I've been searching for something my whole life. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's here. I want to find my dreams, my purpose. I want to find myself." Lyra smiled gently. "The river can show you the way, but it cannot give you what you seek. That is something you must find within yourself. The river is a guide, a mirror of your soul. It will show you your dreams, your fears, and your truths. But it is up to you to take the next step." Mara nodded, though she did not fully understand. "Will you help me?" Lyra extended her hand. "Come, walk with me, and I will show you the magic of the river." Together, they walked along the riverbank, the waters glowing softly beside them. As they walked, Lyra explained the mysteries of the river. She told Mara how the Dreamweavers gathered the waters each night, shaping them into dreams and sending them out into the world. She spoke of the dreams that returned to the river, carrying the hopes and fears of those who dreamt them. And she told Mara of the river's greatest secret, the Dreamseed. "The Dreamseed is the heart of the river," Lyra said. "It is the source of all dreams, the essence of imagination itself. It is said that whoever finds the Dreamseed will have the power to shape their own destiny. But the Dreamseed is hidden, and only those who are pure of heart and strong of spirit can find it." Mara's eyes widened. "Could I find the Dreamseed?" Lyra looked at her thoughtfully. "Perhaps, but the journey is not easy. You must face your deepest fears and confront the shadows within yourself. Only then will the Dreamseed reveal itself to you." Mara took a deep breath. "I want to try." Lyra nodded. "Very well. But remember, the river is both kind and cruel. It will show you the truth, whether you are ready to see it or not." With Lyra's guidance, Mara began her journey to find the Dreamseed. She followed the river deeper into the valley, through forests of silver trees and fields of glowing flowers. Along the way, she encountered many challenges. She faced her fear of abandonment, her longing for love, and her doubts about her own worth. Each time she overcame a challenge, she felt herself grow stronger, more confident. At last, she came to a place where the river widened into a vast, shimmering lake. In the center of the lake was an island, and on the island grew a tree unlike any Mara had ever seen. Its branches reached high into the sky, and its leaves glowed with a soft, golden light. At the base of the tree was a small, glowing orb, the Dreamseed. Mara's heart raced as she stepped onto the island. She approached the Dreamseed, her hand trembling as she reached out to touch it. But as her fingers brushed against it, a vision filled her mind. She saw herself as an old woman, surrounded by loved ones, her life filled with joy and purpose. She saw the dreams she had nurtured, the lives she had touched, and the legacy she had left behind. Tears filled her eyes as she realized the truth. The Dreamseed was not a thing to be taken. It was a gift to be earned. It was the culmination of her journey, the embodiment of her dreams and her courage. As she held the Dreamseed, she felt a warmth spread through her, a sense of peace and fulfillment she had never known. When she opened her eyes, she was no longer on the island. She stood by the river, the Dreamseed glowing softly in her hand. Lyra stood beside her, smiling. "You have found what you were searching for," Lyra said. "The Dreamseed is yours, but it is also a part of you. Carry it with you, and let it guide you on your journey." Mara nodded, her heart full. She knew her journey was not over, but she also knew she was no longer alone. She had found her dreams, her purpose, and herself. And so, Mara left the valley of Lumara, carrying the Dreamseed with her. She traveled the world, sharing her dreams and inspiring others to find their own. And though she never returned to the River of Somnia, she carried its magic with her always. A reminder that dreams are born not in a river, but in the heart. And so, the River of Somnia continued to flow, its waters shimmering with the dreams of all who dared to believe. And somewhere, in the hidden valley of Lumara, the Dreamweavers watched over the river, weaving dreams and guarding the magic that made the world a brighter, more beautiful place. The end.